I'm the director of the Peterborough Town Library. Welcome back to another edition of Library Home Companion. This is our last show for a while. We may do another one of these series in the fall, and I want to thank Bob Herring-Smith and all of the volunteers on the committee that have done this show from soup to nuts as volunteers as a way to create some form of entertainment for us during this pandemic and also to get the word out about library services. So I do want to let you know that we have started curbside delivery. I'm standing outside our new temporary location at the Monadnock Plaza. And if you would like to circulate or borrow print materials, all you need to do is go to our website at peterboroughtownlibrary.org, check out the book that you'd like, place it on hold, and we'll bag it and put it outside for you to pick up. As easy as that. So I hope that you'll start using the library collection again and enjoy the show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Peterborough Library Home Companion. It's our third episode. I'm Tricia Rose Burt. I'm so excited to be here. We have another fantastic show for you tonight. What did you expect? It's just yet another fantastic show. Very excited to bring it to you. And we're starting out with a group called the Skunk Misery Ramblers. That's right. They're the Skunk Misery Ramblers. They're a fiddle club, right? And they want to give everybody a chance to play no matter their skill sets, right? So they've got beginners to really good pros. The idea is to perform, and they'll play in front of parades, and they'll be in nursing homes. They'll play in backyards. Anywhere you want, they will play. And they play all kinds of music. We're very excited to hear them perform for us from someone's backyard, somewhere in the Monadnock region. Ladies and gentlemen, the Skunk Misery Ramblers. Thank you, Skunk Misery Ramblers. Now, the last time we got together, we presented a challenge to people, and it was the scavenger hunt, right? We asked all of you to get 15 items together and send in photographs, and we had several people send in their finds. So here's a quick look at some of the people who participated in the scavenger hunt. thanks again for your contributions. We hope you had a great time on the scavenger hunt. Now, you may have noticed that even though this is, kind of tricky time with the quarantine, the pandemic, and all that kind of stuff, people are being crazy creative. It's fantastic from a creative standpoint. And it's no surprise that our very own Andy Summer Playhouse is starting to lead the pack in creativity, right? So you may know about Andy Summer Playhouse. I'm gonna look at my notes, make sure I get it all right. I can do that because I'm not live, right? Okay, so Andy's Summer Playhouse is where young artists between 8 and 18 can gather each summer so they can develop their creativity and their self-expression through theater. Big fan of theater, yay, Andy Summer Playhouse, right? But this summer, obviously, with things being how they are, people can't get together in person. So they're getting together online, right? And they're doing it through their Digital Renaissance project, okay? And they're exploring all the different ways that people can be creative in an online environment. Very timely, very smart, right? Who knew that Zoom could be so much fun, okay? So we're gonna have a sneak peek at something that they're working on entitled Site-Specific Choreography. And the site is, of course, the internet, and the choreography is being mediated by Zoom. So let's take a peek at what these young people are up to, and let's have at it. Andy Summer Playhouse. Thank you, Andy Summer Playhouse. Okay, that's what those kids and young adults are doing. Now, the Peterborough Town Library has got some other very exciting activities for kids that you can join in too. Corinna's going to tell us about those right now.
Hi, everyone. I'm outside here, right outside our new temporary location. Across the street on 202, there is a lovely bike path. You can see that? And Lisa and Amy have installed this really cute story walk. And they're going to change the story every 2 weeks throughout the summer. This activity is part of our summer reading series. We have a bingo activity, and we have weekly crafts and other activities that we've put together for families so that we can keep our kids reading throughout the summer. So check out our website at peterboroughtownlibrary.org and look on the home slider, and there's a link to Summer Reading Bingo and how you can win a $5 gift card to Toadstool. Thanks, all.
Thanks, Corinne. Okay, so next up on the docket is an old friend of ours, Larry Schwartz. He's the magician that joined us last episode. He's back with some more magic, which is fantastic. He's doing a card trick, and it's a magical deck of cards that he tells you he found in a flea market. But what he doesn't tell you is it caught his eye because on the deck of cards it read Conval Prom, May 5th, 2012. Go figure. Anyway, Larry is going to show us a card trick. Take it away, Larry.
Hello again, everybody. Today I will be attempting to do something that should not be possible. In fact, I think it would not be possible with an ordinary deck of playing cards. Fortunately, I have a deck that is not ordinary. It's a deck that I stumbled upon at flea market, and I hope you can see all the suits, symbols for suits of cards. that are on here. And I think this deck is magical. And I feel very lucky that the seller was not aware of its properties, or I might not be able to get this at a reasonable price. So I also want to show you that the cards are totally in random order, nothing prearranged, no particular sequence. So today I have to help me with this effort my good friend Sue, and what I'm going to ask her to do is simply cut about 2/3 of the deck off and bring it towards you a little bit, okay? Alright. Now what I'm going to do is have you cut to a chosen card, and that will be our mystery card for this effect. So cut whatever number of cards you want off of there, cut down to your mystery card. Okay. Now when I turn my back, what I'd like you to do is take that mystery card and show it to the camera, and then bury it somewhere in this pile. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so your chosen card is somewhere in there.
It is.
All right. So I'm going to give you an option if you'd like to shuffle those cards, mix them up some more,
Okay.
just to make sure. That's really going to be hard to find. Okay, so there it is, somewhere, I don't know where. So I'll just put the deck back together,
Mm-hmm.
and now all I have to do is ask the deck to help me find your card. And I'll do that by simply asking the deck to reveal the chosen card. Of course, I want to be polite, so I'm going to say please, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll spell this out as I'm doing it. So we'll start with please, P-L-E-A-S-E, reveal, R-E-V-E-A-L, and then the chosen card, T-H-E-C-H-O-S-E-N-C-A-R-D. And I'll let you have the honors. Turn over that card. Is that it?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it
Good job, Sue.
is.
All right.
Larry.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for watching.
Thank you, Larry. And let's give a shout out to Sue. Sue helps make Larry's tricks possible. So thank you, Sue. And also, clearly, good manners produces magical results. If you say please, nice things happen. Okay, next up, we've got Susie Spickle from the Hair Center. Now, I'm a big fan of the Hair Center because my husband, Eric Masterson, works for the Hair Center too. Love Susie Spickle, love everything they do over there. And she's going to show us and tell us about ladybugs. And this is from the videos in their Wild at Home series that the Hair Center produces. So, take it away, Susie.
Hello, I'm Susie Spickle, a naturalist at the Hair Center, and this is Wild at Home. Have you ever wondered about the ladybugs in your house? The ladybugs you see in your home are multicolored Asian lady beetles. Look carefully at these little beetles and you might notice they can have up to 19 black spots on their shiny red backs. They are different than the native ladybugs you find in your yard or in your garden. The multicolored Asian lady beetles are originally from Asia and ended up here when scientists thought they would be helpful in controlling other insect pests by eating them. You find them in your home because they have taken shelter in the cracks and crevices of your house for the winter. But during the warm days of early spring, overwintering beetles become active, and in their search for an exit, they can enter your home's living areas. These ladybugs are a great chance for you to check out something wild in your own home. Walk around your house and see how many you can find. Look at one up close and try drawing it. What do you notice about them? Spending time with a wild animal, even if it's a little ladybug, is always exciting, and you never know what is going to happen.
Thank you so much, Susie. Okay, our next artist is Bob Pettegrew. Now, Bob has been assisting with nonprofit organizations with their fundraising, and he consults with new businesses as well with a bunch of clients. But his real artistry is that he plays the piano, and he plays it beautifully. He plays jazz and cocktail piano, and he also teaches piano, which is a wonderful thing to do. I took piano for 12 years growing up, and it really shaped me and really helped me really appreciate music. So Bob is doing a fantastic thing, teaching other folks how to play. So it's really never too late to pick up an instrument, even if you're a person of a certain age. So reach out to Bob and have him teach you how to play the piano when y'all can get next to each other. In the meantime, Bob is going to play a beautiful piece of music for us, and he selected a really wonderful number that is perfect for these times.
Hi, my name is Bob Pettegrew, and I'm sort of a jazz player, but I think I play more in the style of the old standards and so on. And I'd like to play a little tune or just sort of noodle around on it, Embraceable You. And I think the reason I chose that was that we are in a time when we can't really embrace each other. We can think wonderful thoughts of each other. So I'll play this with the thought that hopefully there will be a time soon that we can really embrace each other.
Thank you so much for that beautiful piece of music, Bob. And I hope you're right. I hope that we can embrace each other very soon. But in the meantime, your music really warms our hearts. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Next, we have a different kind of take on a classical children's fairy tale brought to you by Mary Hubbard, the assistant director at the library.
Silverlocks and the Three Libraries, with apologies to Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there was a librarian named Silverlocks who wandered into the woods in search of the perfect library. Soon she came upon a magical door. Upon opening the door, she found herself in a beautiful library. Oh no, this will never do. This library is too grand. Walking farther into the woods, she found another and older door. It took all her strength to open it. Oh, dear me, the ceiling is too low. I would bump my head. Sadly, she continued walking. But then, off in the distance, she saw a beautiful portico door. Gleefully, she ran to open it. Wow, this library is just perfect. Silverlocks had indeed found the perfect library, and she stayed there happily ever after, or at least until she retired.
And now here's another video with a bunch of libraries in it. It's a take on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, except this time it's Bill and Libby's Excellent Adventure. Check it out.
This is Libby and Bill Reinhardt reporting in from Batavia, New York. We are on our way to Denver to visit our granddaughter, and we are stopping at public libraries en route, which we consider the grandchildren of the Peterborough Public Library. Greetings from Niagara Falls, New York, South Bend, Indiana, Des Moines, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska, Aurora, Nebraska.
Thank you, Bill and Libby. Later this year, they're going to be back at the library that is just right for them, the Peterborough Town Library. So excited. And our final artist of the evening is Chris DiLoreto. Chris is a writer and a product manager. He has lived in Peterborough for the last 6 years, and he is the co-founder of Monadnock Underground, which is an online and print literary magazine. Tonight, he's going to be reading from us from his book, Steal This Day. Copies are available at the Toadstool, and of course, they have some at the Peterborough Town Library. And Chris is going to really help us with an exercise so we can relax during these difficult times, so we can relax and enjoy our summer.
Hi, everyone. In these difficult times, we could all use a few extra ways to chill out, particularly at the end of a trying day. That's why a year ago, I wrote the book Steal This Day, because I foresaw all of this and I knew that it would come in handy. No, just kidding. But that is the point of the book here. And it's actually broken up into some morning exercises, some middle of the day exercises, and then some kind of closing out exercises for the end of the day. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. It's just the introduction to that third portion, as well as exercises that you might be able to make use of right now, anytime, later tonight, whenever you need. That's the purpose here. There was a very brief time in my life, long before running became cool, during which I was willing to abuse myself by running cross country. One of the bizarre customs inherent to our sport that I hated the most was the cool down after the race. Cool down. Now, after, already having given everything that I had, I felt like, forget anybody who wanted to try to make me run some more. Now, in the sense that I could live to be 127 without ever believing that it's truly necessary to jog after you finish a 3-mile race, this might not be the best example. But in general, the truth is, I do concede that winding down is very crucial. We can't always do it, and I freely admit that I personally almost never actually do. But the fact is, it's cool to go to bed in the warm embrace of the universe, knowing your place in it all and delighting in the divinity of everything. At the end of each day, you have that opportunity. We all do. The purpose of this section is to help you take it and maximize it, all without putting you out particularly much. Exercise, it's called the Great Exhalation, much deserved. And we begin with the words, enough, enough. May we know at all times when enough is enough. May we know it right now, in the softness of today's final moments. The winding, winding, winding has concluded. It has been enough. The scheming, the spinning, the solving of puzzles, all have concluded. It has been enough. Even if tasks remain as yet undone, words remain yet unsaid. Even when it feels as though it's not enough, because it's never enough. It is enough. May we accept the rewards and accolades, the glory in finishing this day. May we take joy, perhaps even pride, in all we endured and stored and gained and overcame and learned. This is the treasure beyond measure. This is what we deserve. May we release ourselves from the bondage of responsibilities and high expectations. May we allow ourselves to depart to the other consciousness willingly, without reservation, with confidence and strength and intention. Until we meet again in the morn. And then as an expression of that sentiment, upon or just prior to getting into bed, when you know for sure the day is done, nothing else is going to come up, you're not going to do one more thing, now this is the end, just pause just long enough to hold these words in your head as parting thoughts. I have done it. I have done well. Another precious day comes. Another precious day is filled. I filled this day. This day filled me. Now I am done. The winding is done, and the process begins in reverse. I let myself unwind. I let the tension depart. I let myself relax. I free myself from any bonds remaining from the day. From waking consciousness itself, I let myself go to the other kind of consciousness, willingly, lightly, and with grace. Until I return, my journeys in the other place will be gilded like gold. I am released like breath. I am rewarded. Now I may safely go. Until next time. Thank you.
Hi everybody, it's Corinne again, and this time I'm standing over here in our storage facility where we're keeping the entire collection for the next year. The staff's done a great job moving everything over here and getting it all in order. Dewey would be proud. But I'd like to tell you about our book groups. So we have 2 book groups that are running for adults right now. One is a literary book group. We meet the last Friday of the month. And then we have a Short on Times book group, which reads kind of science, medical related articles, current events type stuff. And they meet the first Thursday of the month. So those are both, the events are listed on our website, the book and how you can participate. And lastly, we also have these really great book bags. You can see this. This has 10 paperback copies of, we have 20 or more books that are book bags, and we include the discussion questions. So you can check that out and create your own book group with your friends or family. Meet on Zoom, conference call, however you feel is good for you at this time, and then you can pass out the books and use our discussion questions. So there's lots of those to choose from. Check out our website. You can browse on our catalog and find out a good title. So it's been great to be with all of you. I hope you enjoyed Library Home Companion, and we'll see you back in the fall in another edition. Bye.
Thank you so much, Corinne. And thank you everyone for joining us this evening. We were so excited that you came along. It was a treat to be the host. And I want to thank all of the performers who joined us and contributed their time and their talents to make this a great show. The Skunk Misery Ramblers, Andy Summer Playhouse, Larry Schwartz, the Harrisoner, Bob Pettegrew, Mary Hubbard, Chris DiLoreto. Thank you so much for contributing your time and your talent. Hey, listen, if you're interested in learning how to tell stories, go to my website and sign up for a workshop. I'd love to teach you how to tell a story. And if you want to know more about these performers and these artists, please check them out on their websites and where you can reach them right there on the screen. Also, we want to just remind you of all the resources that are available at the Peterborough Town Library. Go to their website, peterboroughtownlibrary.org. There's all kinds of things waiting for you there. All kinds of resources and services. And also, if you're struggling during this time, please make sure that you reach out to the library. They can send you to the resources that may be able to assist you. But in the meantime, reach out to them for all of your literary needs and your reading needs. And again, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a safe summer, a happy summer, and spend your time reading. Everything is better when people read. So go get some books, check them out at the Town Library. Be well, stay safe. Thanks so much, and we'll see you again in the fall. Thank you.